Hi, thank you for joining me. In today's video, what I'm going to do is essentially what we have been doing in the past several exercises, at least on this channel, excuse me, in which I present you with a paragraph. Within this paragraph, which I will read aloud to you, there are embedded several mistakes or errors which you will need to identify, some of which are related to grammar, others related to syntax, punctuation, and the like. Let me just make sure I've got everything ready to go. Okay, so with that said, the format of these exercises is one in which, again, I'm going to read a paragraph to you, and I'll ask that you pause the video to make any and all corrections that you're able to identify on a separate piece of paper or a notebook or some other resource you have. And of course, resume the video once you're ready, and we'll correct it together to see if your corrections align with my own. And of course, if you found others or have better suggestions, please feel free to use the comment section of the video below, and we could of course have that exchange. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and start by reading the paragraph, which is on screen, and I will enlarge as best I can. Let me make sure. Okay, all right. So it reads, the main ingredient of chewing gum was chicle until the mid-1900s. Today, gum bases are made from melted rubber, waxes, or plastics. After the gum base has been cleaned, softeners, sweeteners, and flavorings is added. Chewing gum continues to sell, and some surveys report that the average American chews 200 sticks of gum a year. Some people chew gum for the taste, but others chew it to help him stay alert or to help them relax. Okay, this is the part of the video in which I will ask you to pause and of course reread the paragraph to yourself, or of course go back and listen to it as I read it aloud to you and make your corrections. Resume, please, once you're ready. All right. Okay, I think we can now correct it together. All right, at the start of every sentence, you always want to begin with a capital letter. Notice here that the definite article, is lowercase. Oops, let me go ahead and erase this. Oh gosh, I'm learning to use my tool on the fly. All right, make sure to capitalize just the first letter of the first word in a sentence. And of course, as well, if it ends up being a proper noun, you always want to make sure those are capitalized. But anyway, continuing, the main ingredient of chewing gum was chicle until the mid-1900s, period. Okay, everything's good. Today, and again, here we are starting a new clause or a new sentence without a capital, which means we should go back, capitalize it. So today, gum bases are made from melted rubber, waxes, or plastics. And notice how we're creating a series of different ingredients that are involved in the base of gum bases, And anytime you have a series of 3 or more, you're going to want to make sure to divide each individual item or noun or whatever the thing by using the punctuation mark known as a comma. So here we have rubber, waxes, or plastics, period. Next clause. After the gum base has been cleaned, softeners, sweeteners, and flavorings is added. Okay, so here again we're generating another series. This time it's not nouns so much as it is verbs in this case. Verbs and nouns, it's a mixture. So after they've been cleaned would be the verb. Softeners, sweeteners, and flavorings. And now here really quick, just to take note, because I've had comments about this before, the comma that comes prior to the conjunction and is really more of a style choice. This can be done without. In fact, you don't even need, oh gosh, come on. Let's see if I can get my tool to work. Come on, give me a moment. Very exciting to watch me use the tool. Okay, oh my goodness, eraser. There we are. Woo, that took 5 minutes. Okie doke. You could leave out or not include the comma right before the conjunction. However, for me personally, I've gotten into the habit of including it, so either way is okay. And flavorings is added. Now we're dealing with multiple things, so instead of is, this verb, we're going to use are, so the different form of it, added, period. We've ended that thought and we're beginning a new clause, which of course you can see is indicated by that capital letter. Here we are, chewing gum, for the next clause. Chewing gum continues to sell, and some surveys report that the average American chews 200 sticks of gum a year. Now again, this is more of a style choice, but notice that as I'm reading, I include this pause that kind of breaks up the pace of the sentence, which I'll go back and reread. Chewing gum continues to sell, pause, and some surveys report that so there I would include a comma. However, again, this is more of a style choice, so it's up to the writer in this case If you feel it unnecessary, you wouldn't need to include it, but it's just something that I'm going to add. And continuing. So, and some surveys report that the average American being a national identity, so we treat that like a proper noun, and of course it needs to be capitalized. So American chews 200 sticks of gum a year, period. Okay. Next clause, lowercase. I know I need to start a new sentence with a capital. So some people chew gum for the taste, but others chew it to, and here again, more of a style choice, but I think it's more appropriate to include that pause. So some people chew gum for the taste, and in fact I would say it's almost necessary, because here you are introducing one concept, which is that some people can chew gum or do chew gum for the taste, but, so now it's a conflicting opinion or a conflicting idea. Others chew it to help, so I would include that break with the comma, so but others chew to help him. So here indicates that we're referring to an individual of a specific gender, when really we're speaking more broadly about Americans. And so for that, we're going to use like a collective pronoun. We're going to change it to them, helps people, right? An uncountable noun. Stay alert, or to help them. See, here we are. Now it's consistent. Relax. And of course, we've ended our sentence, which in this case suggests that we should end with a period, given that there's no elevated intonation suggesting that, oh, we're asking a question, we're not asking for any information, I'm not exclaiming anything, I'm simply going to end it with a period. And I'm going to now end the recording and hope that it has captured, which it has, perfect. Okay, hopefully you found this video helpful, which of course, if you did, I would appreciate a like. If you haven't already, I encourage you to subscribe, where I will have several mini lessons related to English grammar, sentence structure, and so on, and anything really related to the concept of the English language in your understanding of it. And of course, practice exercises such as these. Feel free to join, and I look forward hopefully to seeing you in the next video. All right, thank you. Bye.